Good news there. Tonight, after weeks of questioning, Wes Moore, Maryland's Democratic candidate for governor, says that he will not debate his Republican opponent, Dan Cox, in a debate on Fox 5. The news broke as Dan Cox was in a Montgomery County courtroom trying to stop state officials from speeding up the counting of mail-in ballots. Tom Fitzgerald is live in Rockville to break all of this down for us and what he's finding out tonight. Fitz?
Good evening. Well, for weeks, Fox 5 has been asking Wes Moore whether or not he would appear on Fox 5 to debate his Republican opponent for governor, Dan Cox. Today, about an hour after a noon deadline passed, that answer finally came, and that answer was no. Now, Moore's campaign has repeatedly claimed in recent weeks that it did not want to enter into widespread debates with Republican Dan Cox because, in their viewpoint, they did not want to give him a wider platform for what they term Cox's right-wing political views. Now, when we spoke with Wes Moore about this very subject 2 weeks and about whether he'd appear on Fox 5 to debate his opponent, he struck a slightly different tone.
Well, I know that Dan Cox wants to debate things like January 6th, and Dan Cox wants to debate things like, as he calls it, the experimental jab, and why he thinks that abortion rights should be banned. The things that I want to spend my time doing is going out and actually talking to voters.
I think that it's unfortunate that he won't accept the HBCU debate. I voted for HBCUs for equality of funding twice. I've accepted the Morgan State debate, and sadly, Mr. Moore has rejected that debate the last I heard. Now, I would urge him to reconsider.
Now, the political strategy behind the Moore campaign's decision to not debate on Fox 5 might be found on his latest soaring poll numbers. Goucher's College just came out with a brand new poll showing Wes Moore out to a 22-point lead over Dan Cox. The director of that poll tells Fox 5, with a lead that big, it may be in Wes Moore's interest not to give Dan Cox a wider platform to spread his message.
Democrats are coalescing behind Wes Moore. He's capturing almost all the Democratic support. Now, Republicans are by and large behind Dan Cox as well. But again, only one of the candidates need a coalition to win, and that's Dan Cox. Republicans need Democratic votes. Democrats do not need Republican votes.
So with this announcement today, it means that there will be just one scheduled debate between the top two candidates for governor in the state of Maryland. Meanwhile, Dan Cox in this Circuit County courthouse today asking a judge to stop the Maryland Board of Elections from counting mail-in ballots early starting on October 1st. Sharon, the judge in this case, heard both arguments and said he'll announce his decision on Friday at 3 p.m.
Yeah, bottom line, voters need to know their candidates before they head to the polls. Fitz, thank you for that story.